Awesome. So I'm Martin Manyozo, a climate leader and founder of the Clean Cities Project. And lately I've been part of a series of workshops under Climate Impact Fellowship. And today I would like to share some key concepts from those workshops with my fellow young climate leaders out there. So today I will talk about systems thinking and green growth. Two most practical concepts when it comes to achieving lasting impact in our climate space. So let's start with systems thinking. You know, systems thinking is a concept of looking at a big picture. You know, realizing that climate crisis is not an isolated issue. Rather, it is linked to poverty, inequalities, poor governance, health systems, and even economic choices. Like, it's linked, like everything is linked like a system. For example, you cannot try to solve plastic waste without really looking at supply chains, or you cannot push for solar systems without addressing the access to finance or national energy policies. So that's why systems thinking is very important, because it helps us link or see these invisible links and be able to achieve lasting impact in the climate space. Now, as climate leaders, we really need to think beyond symptoms. We need to target root causes, like understanding who holds power, who can influence change, and most importantly, understanding where resistance might come from. Because solutions that ignores these layers, they can easily break fast. Now, let's bring in green growth. Now, green growth is a concept that proves that we can grow our economies without harming the planet, like decoupling progress from pollution, like creating circular economies and creating jobs that regenerate other than deprive. Now, when we talk about green growth, it's beyond theory, you know, it's about practice. It's about composting waste into profit. It's about creating climate smart businesses. It's about mobilizing youth in clean tech, in sustainable fashion, in green logistics. Most importantly, it's about developing economies that work with nature other than against it. Isn't that amazing? And that's the beauty part about green growth. So now, when we combine these two elements, systems thinking and green growth, we don't just solve problems, rather we transform them. You know, that's what I'm applying in my work, like training my community to be able to see waste not as trash but as an opportunity, training youth to become climate entrepreneurs, like aligning each and every single solution with a bigger system of change. So if you want to lead climate, you really need to have this mindset and that mentality to say that you need to think beyond the surface. You need to think like a system, you know, like you need to grow with purpose and not with pollution. So chill out for my next session that I'll take you through into climate justice and inclusion. Let's shift the narrative together and let's do this. Awesome.